What is up, guys? Welcome to my new Let's Play. It's gonna be Pikmin, as the title says, and this is like one of those games where like you played as a child, and it's just really reminiscent to back when you used to play games. This is one of the games that I used to play back then, and I figured I'd experience the same experience with you guys, rather. Gotta do a little refresh right here. Alright, ignore the arrow. Yes, as you can tell, I'm using an emulator. I mean, I don't have the equipment to play this game on a GameCube, as unfortunate as that is, because it's not the true experience, but, well, it really is the true experience, you're just using an Xbox controller or whatever you're using. But, actually, this is the old file. I mean, if I was a good YouTuber, I'd probably restart it by now, but hey, this goes to show I can use this as like a video. I can go back and look back and see how fucking horrible I was at making videos. Anyways, ignore all this. Like, let's pretend we just started the new Let's Play right now. Welcome, guys, to a new Let's Play of Pikmin. It's the only Pikmin Let's Play I have in this channel. Oh, fuck. Off to a good start. Yeah, this Xbox controller is really faulty, you guys. But you gotta work with what you got. Sorry for the ear blasting beeping. But anyways. And as I said earlier, I've played this game earlier. I played this game before. It's like my first time. But I've never gone like to the very end, but I've been to like the first few levels. I could say that at least. Let's let this cinematic do all the talking. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, this is the first spot where we land. And Olimar got himself knocked out from that crash. And if you recognize this dude from another game of Nintendo, it's most likely from like Brawl, Super Smash Bros. Brawl or 4. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no. Better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So that kind of explained the whole story of this and like what you gotta do. So we only got 30 days to, as you can see on the top right, there's a day counter. And each day we must progress further on, and we have to basically build the ship further and further until we're able to fly it out of this galaxy. See what we got here. And this is the first Pikmin we're introduced. So yeah, these little guys are like, a strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetal. A vegetal? God dang. I've been watching too many memes. A vegetable. On my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Dang it. Alright. So this dude thinks this thing is an onion because it reminds him of a vegetable, basically. Darn it. Hope y'all can bear with this messed up setup. I mean, I try to do as best as I can right now. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled. I must approach it and press A. As you do with anything, you see, just press A. Even in real life. Look at this little fella right here. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage, it just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I should call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will cast it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. It'll rotate the camera, yada yada. It's basically just controls for the camera. And actually, I do have a way to play this game. Let me see. That's actually too zoomed out. There we go. This is good. Like medium zoom. Yeah, this is basically how I play the game. And as you can see, I had another profile in this game. I didn't really go too far. I only played like the first mission, so like I can get a grasp of how to play this again. As you can see, you gotta let this dude do all the work for you. You gotta pick up that thing. And those are like seeds, basically. They produce even more of those plants, of those Pikmin. And a thing you learn throughout the game that I don't think it tells you right now, but astonishing, the onion has shown more seeds. A small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form. But as I said, as you learn throughout the game, when you let a certain color Pikmin carry the same color as like the seed that he was carrying, if you let him carry it, you produce more of that from that one seed. It'll make sense later. Maybe my explanation ain't that good, but you know. I think there was another thing. Yeah. So let's just grab a couple of these, and then we can start progressing in this little area. Oh, yeah. So you let that dude grab that. You can also let the process, like them moving stuff around, you can also make it go faster by giving them another dude. But I think the max is like double the amount that it requires. So like in this case, one can carry it, or double of one is two. So. Come on, let's grab these up once. A lot of this game is just patience, really. Which is like, you probably see why I didn't get that far as a kid, because like I had limited patience back then, and I still kind of do. But it's not as bad as before. So let's grab this last one right here. Just fly. You can also, it's like a trick you learn later. You just press X, and that disperses all the Pikmin to do all the work required around you. This one dude right here. So there's not really much you can do as like once you're by yourself with no Pikmin, you just really have to wait for everything. I guess if you were like a good player, you could like scope out what's next to do, but you know, I don't. I'm not known for my good playing. I'm not a pro gamer. There are actual people that speedrun this game though, as surprising as that is. So another thing that they teach you later, I think it's like in the next day. You can repeatedly press the A button to like keep picking them out, so you don't have to like move around. So I just press X right here, let them all do that. As you can see, they just move around the objects for you. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like they're your slaves. It's probably like the worst metaphor you could use for this, but Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sparrows. Yeah. It's the same thing basically. Gives you a rundown of what all the controls were, in case you weren't paying attention the first time. So as you see right here, this is like one of the parts. We're gonna take a good glimpse of it right now. Amazing, there is no mistake in it. My ship's engine rests before me, my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? It's like the same thing as bringing everything back. You just get the Pikmin to do it. But we don't have enough right now. I think it requires 25. And I think one of those Pikmin just fell right now. I think we have enough to like grab everything here. Yeah. We'll let these dudes do the rest. Oh, they're hitting something around here. Yeah, it seems to be all. Let me see right here. I think this is... We'll get back to this later. I don't think we can break that right now. You'll see why once we go further into this adventure. Oh, we got a little Pikmin following us. Oh, go help that guy out, boy. So just gather these other seeds, and I think once we get all these seeds, we'll have enough to grab that ship part. The first ship part for the dolphin. So let's grab these. Oh, darn it. Also a fun fact about the dolphin, the ship. It just tells me it's pressing A. Yeah, that's not important. But yeah, the name of the dolphin, the name of the ship, the dolphin, is also the name of the project that the GameCube was originally called. It was also called the Dolphin, which I think they did that intentionally. It's a nice little Easter egg. So yeah, we got 23. I think it only needs 20. This piece right here. Could be. I could be wrong. I couldn't use 25. Let's see. Yeah, only 20. All right then. It's pretty good. Let's move this thing along. Alright, yo. I might make a couple of cuts between like me going and bringing these stuff back, because like, I don't think you guys really want to see how this goes. But I'm gonna keep this one in just to like show you guys the process of bringing stuff back and forth. There we go. That's our first part. That's gonna help us get to the next level, the next area of this little world. Oh glorious, with the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. So yeah, this is like, yeah, we're done for now. So every day and towards the end of every day, it turns night, and we have to get every Pikmin back into the ship. And if we, for whatever reason, lose any Pikmin, which will probably happen, actually I won't even spoil it, because I'm pretty sure it will happen. I can just tell you, I'll just show you guys what happens if you lose any Pikmin. But for now, we just take off and we'll be on our way. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see that Onion lift off with me. Oh, the Onion's the name of the red Pikmin ship. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakatite. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. This gives us a rundown of the progress we've done that day. Yeah, we'll save it. So yeah, this is a good stop to like the first episode. Just gives you a brief introduction of what we got going on. Our next episode, we're gonna be going to the Forest of Hope, and I hope we survive. Get it? I'm done. Okay, I'll see you guys later.